Everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Christy here to do the extended monthly forecast for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising signs. This is a general reading, so whatever is helpful and healing, please use to your advantage, and whatever isn't, just leave behind. So again, this is a general reading for the month of May for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're just looking for general information for you. What do you need to know this month around any pressing issue or concern? So what does Virgo need to know around any pressing issue or concern for the month of May? Messages for Virgo. That's it. So we are using a 6-card spread today. It is actually called a pressing concern read. So we won't be using bottom of the deck for general energy because one of the positions looks at general energy. So let's just get a little overview of what's going on here. There's a lot of passing energy here. There's not going to be, there's no fives. So there's no like enormous conflict here. Could be a sense of self-protection here, self-protection / trickery. Don't be forced into trickery. Don't deal with someone's trickery. But again, everything is really passing. You do have one major arcana, which is judgment. And it's around a heartache. But we're dealing with a lot of air. So 3 air cards is the majority of our element here. So a lot of mental energy, intellectual, mental thoughts, beliefs, that type of thing. We are dealing with a little bit of practical earth energy and then a little bit of fire here as well. So, I mean, there's something exciting. There's something on the horizon, but there's like, I just think you're gonna have to put your foot down about something here, but you decide what that is. So in the underlying energy position is the Judgment card. We do have the number 2 here. We are looking at partnerships of some sort, or between you and at least one other person, or a concept or an idea or belief. There's something that's you need to make a judgment on, something that's calling for judgment. You could very well be the one who's being judged right now. If that's the case, it could be occurring within a legal environment, or something having to do with the legal environment, or something having to do with the law. I don't see that overarching here, unless that's absolutely what's going on for you and that's what you're applying this to. If that's the case, you can apply all of these cards to that energy. But in terms of judgment, what we're really trying to suggest here is that you have purpose, okay? That there's a real sense of, who are you? Who do you project yourself to be? What do you consider prosperity? How much are you bringing that into your life? How much, and here we are with the air and the thoughts and beliefs, like it's almost like you need to decide this purpose for yourself, right? And May is saying the underlying energy to that is finding out exactly where you belong, especially after coming out of some significant changes or shifts for you, relationships, jobs, whatever it is, that there's a real sense of like, well, where do I belong now? But you have to know that you already have everything you need, and you probably already know the answer to this, like your true purpose, your true prosperity. Who is it that you really are and that you want to be? And I'm going to suggest that you already know in great detail who that is, but there's some sort of belief system that's keeping you from exacting that, or from participating in that, or realizing that, or however you, or even telling someone this, right? If this is a conversation. So it's almost like you just need to, this is an opportunity, in my view, for you to accept who you really are in terms of your purpose and your destination in life. Like, what are you holding on to? What do you believe in? That type of thing. And so really find out what that is and come to terms with that. It'll be very, very helpful for you in moving forward. So your underlying energy is judgment, your purpose, your prosperity. You have to know that you're enough. and that your life has purpose. Your life has a reason. And it's also your major arcana, so it's energy you can't get away from. All this other stuff you can manipulate here, and it's here for you to use to your advantage, these other energies. So the heart of the reading or concern is the Three of Swords. And like I said, so this being the underlying energy, and then the heart of it is, heartache, okay? Disappointment, belief systems gone awry, misunderstandings. Again, anything under a 6 in an element is really low in the totem. It's something that can pass. It's kind of like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but it doesn't mean that it's not deep, and it doesn't mean that it won't affect you for the rest of your life. It's just, there's an element, especially with the Two of Air down here, which is choices and around belief systems and behavior. It's like whatever is going on for you in May does concern the judgment or the true prosperity, or the purpose. What is your purpose? What is your intention in life? Who are you really willing to be in front of the whole world? And can you accept yourself? That type of thing. And it's like, is it because heartache already existed, or will this cause heartache to other people? Like, are you going to have to leave a situation in order to be your true authentic self? But there is an element of heartache here, but there's a great deal of wisdom as well. There's always opportunity for stability and growth. Okay. And some of the most hurt and damaged people on the planet can become our greatest teachers and leaders as well. So try to remember that if you feel broken, or if you feel you didn't get it right, or you messed up twice, like God forbid, right? Like, just remember, or whatever you're telling yourself. Again, these are thoughts and beliefs and ideas, right? Whatever that conversation is, that narrative, that dialogue that you have with yourself, that you have yourself convinced of here, you're being asked to switch it up, because what I'm seeing here is that it's not true. Yes, there is a heartache, but the heart still beats, and a future still awaits, and you can be a better version of yourself tomorrow than you are today, type thing. So I think there's a little call for faith here, a little call for understanding and acceptance, primarily and most importantly, of yourself right now. Here in your past energy is the Page of Earth. So something that had begun or sprung up in a very practical sense here, something had begun to take root, something that was exciting in a very practical sense. So 10 to 1, it had to do with money or finances. It could have been a project that you were involved in, but you've already begun something here. So it's almost like if this was, say, an artistic pursuit, and you've already begun here, and it's almost like, ooh, I really feel this is me and my identity, but it might upset some people, or I don't know what to think about this, because I'm really, I'm really a banker. I'm really a travel agent. What if I go and sing for a living? Oh my gosh, what's everyone going to think? That type of thing. Again, this is just an idea about what these cards may represent, so apply accordingly. But this is already having begun something that was pretty fulfilling, and was taking root and exciting for you in a real sense here. So it's new energy. Very youthful energy as well. You could even have children in your environment who are Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorns themselves, or you could be feeling this energy yourself. Okay, as an earth sign, you could be feeling like your past energy was really youthful beginnings. Like, yes, you're really excited about something, like something has finally begun, and this is your energy, and you're like, yes, it's finally taking root. I'm ready to move forward. But it's almost like this is sort of dogging you. This is haunting you a little bit. So don't give up on this project or process, but you really want to come to terms with this, true prosperity and your identity, your sense of your call. Like your calling would be the best way to put that. Here with the Two of Air, this is present energy. And like I said, a decision needs to be made. I'm going to suggest that the decision, here we're working with our second two, so it's this or that, right? The decision will be about, like, are you willing to put this to rest? You don't have to forget it happened. You don't have to forget the lessons learned. You don't have to forget the scars. You don't have to forget what it taught you. But you can make a pact with yourself to let it be and not let that drive, the heartache, drive you anymore, drive the car of your life anymore. Now a decision needs to be made. The present energy is, I choose to move, to take the wheel of my own life now and to do positive things for me in the direction that I see fit, that's well and prosperous and meaningful and gives me purpose, okay? This is not about pleasing other people, really, just very plainly. This is really about becoming your truest self and answering your highest call, okay? I really feel like you're directed here to do something, and it's like a denial or you're shooting down, or there's this sense of it didn't work before, or I got hurt before, whatever it is, right? And there's a sense of what if it doesn't this time, etc. But I think you're wiser this time, and I don't think you'll make the same mistakes. And I think that you can convince yourself of that here, because your future is really sort of defending yourself. You really have to defend yourself, but you, again, there's this sense of decision making, this or that, right? So just really be clear about what you're defending. Are you defending like not moving forward in the direction of your dreams or your true calling because this already happened and you already believe certain things, you don't want to do the work or take the energy and go and reinvent yourself? I mean, you know, and maybe it's not the time, maybe you're aware of it, but it's not the time either. But there's a little bit of conflict here with the Seven of Air, but again, I'm going to suggest this is internal, this is mental, theoretical, or belief system energy. So you could be sort of kind of arguing with yourself, fighting with yourself, maybe trying to come to terms with something here, but heed your highest purpose and true prosperity. Like, let the call card, let the judgment card here be your beacon right now. Particularly, as I said, these are really low in the totem, so I think the energy to heed right now is the purpose and true prosperity, not the I lost once, I don't want to make the wrong decision, I'm having some internal conflict, I did begin something, but I'm not sure how it's going to work out. How about just, inject some faith into it, believe in yourself, accept that this happened and choose to move forward regardless, okay? Choose to move forward regardless, because we have the Three of Wands as your advice card, and this is absolutely gorgeous. This is you moving forward, literally forward in the direction of your dreams. It's like you taking the reins of your own life, of your purpose, your destiny, your goals, your values, right? What you've already begun here. And it's like, it's remarkable. This is the heartache, and this is I move forward. I move forward anyway. But it's remarkable how much you've grown here. Just so in the month of May, you'll have grown a lot here. Lots of opportunity for personal advancement. For really taking the reins of your thought processes and belief systems, in particular, Virgo, about yourself. Yes, it may have to do with partnership, relationship, major institution, you and a bank, you and a university, law, whatever it is. But at the same time, you and your inner voice. Okay, so again, as a general reading, use to your advantage whatever the messages are here, but I really see you really mastering this, like dealing with this internal conflict and then going, you know what, I know exactly what to do, I've made this decision, here I go, I'm going to start, I'm going to keep moving forward where I'm at, and I'm going to move forward with faith and with heart, and with intention, okay? With my highest good, with my calling, my purpose. And it's very inspiring as well. I think that's another way that you could look at this as well. Like when you're undergoing all this, for example, those little moments of inspiration, those little moments of, your heart beats a little faster, or, a tear falls down your cheek because you remember how good that felt, or how much that means to you. Like, heed those moments as well. Let that inspire you. Those are all fire element feelings, as it were. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Virgo. Love it so much. So your 2 oracle cards are Ant. This is the patience card. Have patience with yourself. I'm really suggesting here, because you do have to accept something heavy. You do have a big decision here. It's got to be all or nothing. Like, you have to put it away. If you're going to put this away, you have to just put it away. Again, you don't have to forget about it, but you have to say once and for all, I'm moving forward now. I'll never forget, but I'm moving forward now. So have patience with yourself during this time, Virgo, especially if you've just planted something very exciting. If something has just begun to take root, have patience. This is your number 1 ally right now. But patience with yourself, even if it's not about a project. Have a lot of compassion and patience for yourself while you move through this somewhat intellectually or idealistically or belief system theme here for yourself. And then soulmates, absolutely, right? I mean, there's someone is your soulmate. It could be an animal, it could be your child, it could be a best friend, a coworker, but it also could be a love affair. Someone is the key to your heart, and you really show them how to love. So there's a great deal of personal growth that is available to you here as well. And remember, it takes a soulmate to have a soulmate, so you're just as important as they are. However this plays out, the hearts are always true love. And like I said, if this is about romance, sure, apply it to that. But if it's all about you and your intentions and your calling, then this could very well just be a best friend in your life who really has your back. And they are there for you 100%. So don't feel forlorn. Don't feel heartbroken here. Take the lessons, use them to your advantage, and move forward with a clear conscience and a clear mind here, Virgo, because you are on really steady ground here. So take a leap of faith. Place a lot of emphasis on what you really need to do and what you envision for yourself for your highest calling, and accept prosperity, okay? Accept the prosperity that belongs to you and move forward confidently here. That is your reading. I'm actually pretty excited for you. I know things are going to work out wonderfully for you. Take your time with yourself. Be patient with yourself. As I said here, patience for you, for others, for the process, for the natural process here, especially if something was just planted. And but move forward. Don't take no for an answer, even from yourself, but you make sure you come to terms with something first here so that you're very clear in moving forward. That is your reading for May 2018. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please join me in a few weeks for some more information on video, and until then, take excellent care of yourselves. Bye for now, Virgo.